Well, hello everybody. I wanted to jump on real quick because I've had a reoccurring theme going on probably the last couple of weeks. Actually, I've been hiring a new staff. I've been training them. Been working with some pretty interesting cases with the patients, and um, and then I was watching Ed Milet this morning. If you guys have seen his podcast, and it was about a guy that was committing suicide, where he tried to commit suicide. And one of the biggest pains that I've been training on is the real pains that we're treating. And most people as a chiropractor, you think about headache, neck pain, back pain, car accident, and we definitely deal with that. So if you have some of that, give us a call. We'd be glad to help you out. But of course, if you guys are watching this, then you know me, and then if you know me, you know that we do a lot more than that in the office. I do the functional medicine, so we're working with diet and exercise and detox and blood work and hormones and things like that, so we can get deeper on those panels. And we do the deeper neurology stuff for brain health and balance and athletic performance, yada yada yada. But the fact is that we're putting everything together. So as people are coming back, they're going, oh, so you treat this pain. And again, we do great with that, with your body pain. But as I've been going in deeper than that, is the real pain that we're teaching is the pain of you not living your best life. And it sounds a little bit like pie in the sky stuff, but it's really not. Because Matt, has anybody ever had any back pain or neck pain or something that's just drained on you? Well, it takes your energy, it takes your motivation, it it gets you out of there. It doesn't allow you to experience the things in the life that you want to experience. So we want to get you back on those things. So if you have chronic headaches for instance, then you're not going to want to go out and play pool with your buddies or hang out at the movies. You'll tend to stay home. Your world tends to get a little bit smaller. So when we're treating people with all these different things, we remember there's a human behind those. So, and I didn't want to get this into like what I do because this wasn't a marketing video or anything, but I wanted to get across what you can do to kind of help yourself. In the title of this, I put nociception versus algopsychalgia. It's hard to pronounce over there. The nociception is actually the pain that you feel. So that those are ouchies, and that comes from the Latin phrase nocere, which means injure. So they punch you in the face, you hurt your back, you do this other thing. That's an injury, and that's the kind of pain that we feel. So my back hurts, my neck hurts. The algopsychalgia is this is the important one, because this is your depression, this is your FOMO, this is even suicidal tendencies, uh, social anxiety. This is the thing where you go like, oh, I feel less than. And and that's the real problem, is because if your meat suit, if your body's not moving around and doing the right things, you're not feeling energetic, you're not feeling in a great state, you're not wanting to be the best version of yourself. So if you're sitting around and I don't feel good, you're not hanging around good people, just like that's the bigger problem that we have. And that's what I want you guys to think about treating when you're getting any treatment. It says if you can get the end of this physical pain, is how is it affecting the rest of your life? I think we've all been there. You've had uh, problems, with your low back. You don't feel like doing much more than that. But what can you do is for people around you. I happen to believe, and you can argue this point with me. I think people are generally good people. I think people are kind and will go out of their way to help you if they know that you're hurting. But most people put up on the social media, their highlight films, and you don't know what's going on in their life. But I can guarantee, we all go through sucky shit in our life that, you know, bad times. It's financial, it's job, it's worry, it's this. If you guys just sit around and maybe just a smile and just recognize, I know Bob Donnell talks about this when he would do a lot of his talks. He would start out and he'd just be quiet and he'd look and he says, I see you. I see you as a person. I see that you have things and I recognize, and, what can I do to help? And maybe that's just the order of the day is you can go out and you can just smile, be helpful, and maybe just take a split second and look at the person that's in front of you and just smile. There's story upon story about, I think it was even the guy that shot John Lennon. He was actually going to shoot John Lennon at a concert, and he was looking around and he had bumped into a lady in the crowd and he was carrying his gun, and he bumped into her, and he said, well, she had such a sweet smile, and she goes, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. And he looked at her and he saw, like, for a brief second, humanity, and he didn't want to put her through witnessing, him shooting John Lennon. So he put it off. I mean, later on he went and did it anyways, but at that time it was just like one more motion, or one more thing that would have prevented maybe a senseless act. But we don't know, every time we're coming in contact with somebody, if we look through them and we don't really see them, uh, they don't feel like there's a lot of hope. So, anyways, I wanted to get this apart because I wanted you guys to know that you have the power, and you have the, I guess, even the duty just to kind of step up on humanity. So next time, if you're just out, just look at somebody in the eye just for a split second, smile, say hi, and make them feel seen. Because you never know what the person that you're come in contact with is feeling. BJ Palmer said, he was the developer of chiropractic, and he said, you never know anything that you may think, say, or do today can affect the lives of millions tomorrow. So that could be you. So I just wanted to jump on real quick because that was just kind of like on my mind. I was journaling about that this morning, about the difference between pain, or nociception, and depression, and anxiety, and feeling less than, and stress, which is, algopsychalgia. And I didn't want to use big words for y'all, but I wanted you to know the difference about what is a manageable pain and what's a real pain. One we can actually see, and the other one's a little bit deeper on the inside. So until we meet again, you guys have a great day. Take care of yourself.